Hello, YouTube. Okay, it's time to get serious. Okay, here we go. Bye. Here we go. Um, yeah, they look funky. Oh well. I want to talk about this and I want to say something. And before I do, this is no reflection on anyone whatsoever. This is just my perspective and, whatever. Um, I'm listening to Tracy Chapman. Um, I love her. I love Tracy Chapman. She's so androgynous and so cool. Anyway, but I want to speak to anybody out there who sees this and comment or not, clearly. That's up to you. I've talked a lot about being patient with yourself, and clearly I need to learn to be patient with myself, and I am learning that. But the thing that I've come across is I guess I just want to ask questions and see if they get answered. I've I've tried to categorize myself. I've tried to um be a lot of things for a lot of reasons. Sometimes I think individuality gets overlooked when you're in a wheelchair or you're just different and you are so conflicted because you don't know what to call yourself. Like for instance, with me, okay? Here's a prime example. I always wanted to be a hairdresser and I always had a tendency to want um, to distance myself from finding out other parts of my being. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, oh well. And when I was younger, I always thought that being gay was about being flamboyant or being this or being that. It was hard for me to see beyond that and see other parts of who I was. And I still struggle with that. When you have one when you have one characteristic, 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 when you have one, char- when you have one feature, okay, that's better. When you have one feature that you focus on so much, it consumes you. And that's what being a hairdresser did for me. It protected me because a lot of people around me were calling me mean things, and uh, they just wrote me off as this or that or whatever. And so that kind of became my saving grace. But the thing that I think we all need to examine is, are we really prepared to welcome everybody? Are we really prepared to accept every part of ourselves for what it's worth? I don't think we are. And the thing that bothers me about any community, specifically the gay community, is that, are there any rules? Am I, like, are there any rules? Are there any guidelines? Because I've seen a lot of people talking about their experiences and how they feel, and it seems to be accepted. But I don't think a person like me, and this, I feel like I need to say this, I don't think people know how to get it, understand it, without categorizing it and saying, whoa, what do I do with this? You know. And it was never my intention to step on anybody's toes or to make someone feel intimidated or freaked out by me. But I spent such a large period of my life missing out on things and missing out on life because I was terrified. I was terrified of losing that preconceived part of myself, that hairdresserness, that gayness, or whatever you want to call it. I was terrified of that, and I still am. And in the past couple of years, I've come to realize that I'm not going to be a hairdresser. That's just not going to happen for me. And that really bothers me because it threatens my identity that I've had my whole entire life. It threatens what made me me, what made me gay or whatever. I know it's just stupid, but what made me, I don't know, I guess when you hear something for so long, you start to believe it, and it's hard not to believe it up to a certain point. I don't know. But my point is that we all need to be more open, and we all need to be more understanding to one another. Because if we're not, then the world isn't gonna get any better whatsoever. And I hope that my YouTube channel does get more views and people aren't put off by me if they are. Because I am just like you. I have had, I have had some of the same struggles, the same heartbreak. I am just like you. People in Northwood are just like you. And maybe I come off crazy, but maybe I am. But the point for doing this is to put another ingredient in the soup of what the gay community is, of what the world community is. Because don't we all have the right to share what we believe in? Don't we all